Now available in paperback and e-readers, John Haynes, Taking Care of Business. The man who rules the world breaks in a brand new partner to help him take care of business in this action-packed, all-new John Haynes series adventure. Get John Haynes, Taking Care of Business at paperback and e-readers at online booksellers everywhere. One of my viewers wanted to know why I use the term FBA instead of ADOS. Now, a long time ago, in 2019, people were making a differentiation between your ADOS, which were American descendants of slaves, and foundational Black Americans. Now, early on, I did support the ADOS movement until I listened to Jason Black and Professor Black Truth, who showed us that your ADOS was nothing more than a front for white leftists, and with it being a front for white leftists, it was basically a movement controlled by their black bootlicks and their shills. So I walked away from the entire ADOS movement because the ADOS movement wasn't about getting black people tangible reparations in the form of cutting a check. And since the ADOS movement wasn't about getting black people tangibles as related to getting a check cut, I stopped supporting that movement because I don't want anything to do with a movement that is basically run by a group of black bootlicks who are nothing more than puppets of white leftists. Now, your foundational Black Americans is a term and a movement created by your Tariq Nasheed, but it's gone, as I see it, far beyond your Tariq Nasheed. And the movement of foundational Black Americans has become what I call a leaderless movement, and it's more about an agenda as related to getting tangibles in exchange from the government and getting that check cut. So your foundational Black Americans is far beyond Tariq Nasheed, and this has been shown in videos by Professor Black Truth, where he talked about how even your black Republicans were supporting reparations. So this movement has gone beyond political boundaries of left and right, and we're seeing black people coming together in the center. And with black people coming together in the center, they're looking to push the movement, again, about reparations and getting tangibles from the government. So we're seeing that your FBA, foundational Black Americans, are looking to come together to get tangibles from the government. And again, this movement is beyond one individual, so we're seeing a completely different movement. And again, this movement is not controlled by the left or the right. It is black people coming together to focus on their own agenda, focused on their own goals, and focused on what they want as related to the tangibles. So your ADOS has been proven to be a fraud, and if it's a fraud, I want nothing to do with it, because we've had to deal with these baby boomer bootlicks for the last 60 years, and these baby boomer bootlicks, they have gone out here and supported the left for so many years, gotten a little bit of crumbs from the table, but have brought no tangibles to Black Americans. So we're tired of dealing with these individuals, and that's what ADOS was, another group of bootlicks looking to try to, again, subvert the movement of getting tangibles like a check cut. These people want to go out here and accept things like getting your student loans forgiven, getting as reparations, getting some sort of college tuition as reparations. And that's not reparations. No, give us the money and we'll go out here and build our own and not have to deal with some middleman and these guys looking to get a kickback from that middleman. And that's what these leftists with ADOS want to do. They're not about getting money directly and getting money in black people's hands so that black people can go out here and be compensated for the 400 years of slavery, over 125 years of Jim Crow, and the current and ongoing discrimination that keeps heterosexual black men from having a place in the job market and the American economy, or the black woman from actualizing her potential by being able to raise a family. So what we want is them to cut the check so that we can go out here and be able to live our American dream that we have been denied, and we can go out here and build our own communities without having others piggyback on us, like many of these foreign store owners and fast food and supermarket owners. All of these people have made themselves a middle class on our backs, and what we want to do is get this check cut so we can stand up on our own and build our own community. And again, there's a major difference between an ADOS and a FBA movement. Again, the ADOS movement was created by white leftists and their black bootlicks, and they send their black bootlicks to talk about American descendants of slaves so that they can go out here and create a revenue stream where they benefit at the end of the day. But the FBA comes straight from the grassroots of the black community, and it comes without a leader. Yes, Tariq Nasheed did create the name FBA, but it has been black Americans who have turned this into a movement, and it is black Americans who have been out here fighting for the tangible of reparations and fighting to use our political power to get tangibles for foundational black Americans. It has been black Americans who have taken over this whole movement on both sides of the aisle, coming together in the center, and it is foundational black Americans who have been the ones pushing for change, while your ADOS movement has become forgotten. And it's become forgotten because everybody sees it as a movement of shills, and they see those shills not looking to go out here and help black Americans who were born in this country. No, they see that the ADOS movement is just one big scam, and that's why nobody talks about ADOS anymore, because the talk about ADOS is meant to divide and conquer, and that movement has no momentum because it's already been forgotten by most black Americans, who are now becoming more self-aware. And as they become self-aware, they're seeing past the bootlicks, they're seeing past the shills, and they're looking to go out here and get on a road of black empowerment where our agenda and our goals are made into a priority. Now, I hope that explains why I have walked away from your ADOS movement and why I'm moving towards using the term FBA, because I'm about black empowerment, and as a black business owner, I want to see others go out here and build, and we can't build any momentum when you have all of these bootlicks and shills out here looking to go out here and try to get us back on a plantation when we're looking to go out here and build our own community. Now, if you want to help me build my black-owned business, SJS Direct, you can pick up one of the positive black fiction or nonfiction books on the SJS Direct imprint on Amazon.com by clicking the link in the description box. I have over 80 titles in the SJS Direct catalog, and if you don't want to pick up one of those books, you can also help the SJS Direct imprint out by donating to the Patreon, the PayPal, or the Cash App. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.
Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited, John Haynes, the man with nothing to lose. The man who rules the world runs into the irresistible force of a man with nothing to lose in this action-packed, all-new John Haynes series adventure. Get the regular and variant editions of John Haynes, the man with nothing to lose on Amazon.com.